An emotional day for many Philadelphia Eagles fans. According to multiple reports, the team's center, Kelce, told his teammates that he's retiring after 13 seasons in the NFL. The news comes after the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the reigning NFC champs 32-9 in last night's NFL wildcard game. Manisa Dandabalan joins us live with more on a disappointing past 24 hours for the Eagles. Manisa.
That's right, Nicole. Lots of love pouring in for Kelce, not just from fans and his team, many calling him a legend, thanking him for sticking with the Eagles and everything he did on the field as well as off it as well. This is how many Eagles fans were feeling today.
Well inside field goal range, lofted up, Godwin, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
The season for the Philadelphia Eagles is now over after a disappointing loss last night.
They made it all the way to the Super Bowl last year. They had a really excellent defense, a really dynamic and effective offense, and it didn't seem like they had made any strides forward. In fact, they made a couple of strides backwards.
But what's more upsetting for fans is the news that one of their star players is leaving. Kelce hasn't officially made any announcement to the public, and the team hasn't either. But sources say he told his teammates.
Well, that looks like a man filled with emotion right now.
Kelce, who declined to speak to the media after the game, stood on the sideline in tears as the final seconds ticked off the clock in his likely final NFL game. Kelce embraced his longtime offensive line coach, removed his helmet once the game ended, and extended his hand to familiar faces in the stands.
We're not there at that position yet, or to talk about that, or but he's special, and I love him. He's one of the most special guys I've been around.
He's a legend in the city. He is really in the league.
He's one of the best centers ever played the game. There's few guys that could do things he could do on a football field athletically.
Kelce has been a stalwart of the offensive line for the team since he was a 6th-round pick in the 2011 draft. He's been the heart of the Eagles and a hero on the Philadelphia sports scene. He helped lead the team to their very first Super Bowl in 2018. But the moment that endeared him for life came at the parade after the win, when he dressed as one of Philadelphia's famed mummers, and the ultimate underdog delivered a fiery speech that whipped the crowd into a frenzy.
For 52 years, y'all have been waiting for this. You want to talk about underdog? You want to talk about a hungry dog? For 52 years, you armed in this championship. You wanted us. No one liked this team. No analyst liked this team to win the Super Bowl, and nobody likes our fans.
He is a multiple All-Pro center. He's one of the best to have ever played the position. He's going to be a lock for the Hall of Fame. And what's really intriguing about him is that he created a model for the kind of player he is. In fact, NFL teams are much more likely now, because of his success, to try and find players that, though they might be undersized, are very athletic and whip smart, that have the ability to understand everything that's going on.
He was back at the Super Bowl last year when he played against his brother, Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. But the Eagles lost. Kelce's credentials go far beyond football. He co-hosts the New Heights podcast with his brother, and he was the subject of the Kelce documentary. His community work makes him a star off the field as well.
And he's been a big part of making sure that, people in Philadelphia are a little bit more food secure. But he also makes sure that there's good advocacy out there for things like mental health.
It's possible Kelce might explain his decision as early as tomorrow on a new episode of his podcast with his brother. Travis also hasn't said anything today. Nicole?